Honey, I'm out of laundry soap again.
Again? I don't want to make a special trip into town just to get laundry soap.
Besides, it costs a lot of money.
Stuff's terrible.
I need it.
Fine. Wait a minute. Didn't I read somewhere about somebody... You can make your own, right?
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
Let's check this out. Hey, actually, we've been making our own laundry soap for a couple of years now, and we really love it. I mean, it's just, you go buy a name brand detergent in the store, and 72 wash loads or whatever cost you like $15, $18. It's crazy. Well, this stuff, I mean, what I'm gonna show you, it's going to cost you about 12 bucks to get started, okay? Now that 12 bucks is going to make, right off the bat, it's going to make a 5-gallon bucket full. And then you're going to have enough left over of the two. There's 3 ingredients besides water. The one ingredient is a bar of soap. I'll show you that in a minute. The other 2 ingredients will actually go for many, many batches. So after you get this stuff initially purchased, the only thing it's going to cost you to make a 5-gallon bucket for the next 6 or 7 buckets full. Did you understand that? Kind of convoluted, but anyway, after you get the basic ingredients, it's only going to cost you about $2 for a 5-gallon bucket. Oh yeah, and it uses the same amount as what your grocery store stuff does, maybe even less. A lot of people stretch it out further and dilute it more than that, and they make 10 gallons with the same basic stuff. But I like mine a little thicker, so to speak. Man, it smells good. The clothes are clean. They don't get gray. They don't get stiff and nasty. Like, you know, a lot of that, there's no chemicals in it. No, it's basically it's pure soap and soda and borax, and there's just nothing there to cause any kind of environmental harm or anything like that. We love it, man. It gets your clothes clean, they smell good, and it's cheap. We don't have to worry about sitting, you know, some of you it's not a big deal maybe, but for us, you know, we're on a fixed income, and to take out $15 to $30 every month for laundry detergent out of our budget, that's a big deal. This takes a few pennies a month. So anyway, come on with me. Oh yeah, hey, welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Hey, hit the like button. If you like what you see, subscribe for more. I got several other videos of just plain common sense stuff, how to live a little bit less expensively, how to live a little bit more self-sufficiently, and you're going to love it. So just come on along, and we're going to get right down to the soap making, okay? Here we go. Okay, we're going to make some laundry soap here. Now, this is a liquid soap. Actually, the Arm & Hammer washing soda box has they give you a website on the box there that will go to a recipe of theirs for powdered detergent if you'd rather do that. But we like the liquid. We've always liked the liquid anyway. So that's what we're going to do here. And it's basically, like I said, there's just 3 ingredients besides water. I got 20 Mule Team Borax. Got Arm & Hammer washing soda, not baking soda. And over here is the main soap ingredient is Zote soap. It comes in a bar. It's a bar type laundry soap, kind of like what your great grandma used to use, I think. That comes in pink or white. You can get it at Walmart and most grocery stores. Actually, it'll usually be in the laundry detergent aisle, but like way up at the very top where you can't hardly see it. They kind of hide it up there, and it's like $1.75 a bar or something like that. That's a little over 14-ounce bar. Then over here with the laundry booster, the super washing soda, I think that was around $5, and this is around $5. And these two here, I've done 3 or 4 batches already out of the borax, and you can see it's barely even made a dent in it. And the Arm & Hammer it's fairly new. But what we're going to, oh, and water. That's the other ingredient we need is water. Now I've got a pot of water on the stove here, and just put a bunch of water in there. No special amount. What we're going to do is just dissolve all this together. We want this warm because it'll dissolve the soap and stuff better, but you don't want it to boil. I don't know what would happen if you cooked the soap, whether it would ruin it or not if you boiled it, but it doesn't need to be boiling. Ouch, that's plenty hot as it is. And so that's good enough for that. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this Zote. So now, if you can't find Zote, there's another type of soap, and I don't remember the name of it right now. I'll try to find it and post it in the description underneath the video here. But Zote soap is the one I use because it has less chemicals. It's almost no chemicals. It smells clean. And like I said, you can use white or pink. They both smell the same. Trying to find the ingredients on here for you. I know it's on here somewhere. Here it is, but I don't have my glasses on. Sodium toluene, sodium cocoate, and glycerin. Fragrance and brighteners. That's it. No great big long chemicals that you can't pronounce that are going to just mess up our waterways and all that kind of stuff. It's just a pure white bar. It looks a lot like the old ivory bars. Very nice. Want something to catch it in. I'm just using a regular household like cheese grater, kitchen grater. And basically, this is going to get kind of boring on your camera. But all I'm going to do is just shred up this whole bar. And I'm not going to bore you with the whole process. I'll just get it started here, and then we'll skip ahead. But you can kind of see how it works there. We're getting some shreds. It's not really hard to do. It's just kind of tedious and time consuming. And I need a bigger plate, actually. Let's do it over here. There, that's working better. We're just going to keep going until it's all gone. Now, you could probably cut this up or something, cut it in little chunks, dice it or something instead of grating it. I don't know. But I think it'll probably dissolve faster if it's grated. And that's the whole purpose of this, is to get it to dissolve. Because we are going to dissolve it in water in just a few minutes. There, we got about half of it done. I'm going to shut the camera off now, and when I get down to the end, I'll turn you back on, and we'll go on to the next step together. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, we're getting down to the end of the bar here. I'm going to finish this up real quick. Just like shredding hard cheese. Got a little bit left over, that's fine. Just rake it off in there. Clean out my grater a little bit. Now, to clean this out, I'm just going to set this over here in the water. There it is. Let that dissolve off of there. And over here, in the meantime, we've got all of our grated soap. Right there, one nice big plate. I'll step back so you can see that. There, that's pretty nice. Now that was the hard part of the whole thing. Oh, now we're just going to take this and we're going to add that into the water. I'm going to stop about there and stir that up. I'm just going to use a wooden spoon. I guess a metal spoon would work too, but it works really nice. You can see already most of it's starting to dissolve pretty quickly. And then as it dissolves, just keep adding more. Now remember, we've turned the fire off. We don't need it that hot. Just got it warm enough to help it dissolve faster. You probably could do it with cold water, but it'd take a lot of time. Hot water makes it easier, and I'm all about easier. Just ask any of my old bosses that I used to work for. If you want to find the easy way to do something, put Gene on the job. There we go. Okay, right there I just brought out a 2-cup measuring cup, and to keep it simple, and it seems to work just great. Like I said, most people that I've seen talk about doing this, they put in larger amounts of the borax and laundry booster than they do the soap, but I just like to keep it simple, so I put in about equal amounts. It's not it's not rocket surgery or anything like that. So I put in about 2 cups of borax to match my 14 ounces of soap. It's a little bit more, not much. This has been around for a while. It's drawing a little moisture. Gonna break up the chunks before we go into the soup there. And the borax, to my understanding, is just kind of a whitener and a brightener. The soap actually that we just put in there actually does the job of loosening up the soil. The borax and the soda are for brighteners and whiteners and such as that. Okay, here we go. We're going to put in about 2 cups of borax. I'll stir that in and get it dissolved. Oh yeah, it's coming along nicely. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the washing soda. There we go. Now, Arm & Hammer, in their recipe for their dry detergent, they tell you to put in, if I remember right, they tell you to put in double this amount, but this works great. We've been doing it for 2 years, and we've had no problems whatsoever. Things come out clean, and the blacks don't go gray and dingy, and the whites don't go drab. So it works really well. The other thing is a lot of folks will tell you to put in OxyClean or something like that. And I like those products, but I would prefer to add them right, if you're going to use them, I would prefer to add them right at the washer, because what they do is they dump in like a cup of that stuff in here and put it right in with the liquid detergent. The problem is I understand that if you read the cans, the bottles on the OxyClean, it is active. It's water activated, and the whole purpose of it is to get to activate the oxygenation in there in your laundry tub. So if we put it in here now, it's going to activate that now. And in my way of thinking, that's probably going to be dissipated by the time you get around to putting it in the washing machine. So if I want to use that, like say I got some white clothes or some, colors that I want to really brighten up or something, I'll just put a little of it in it at the washer, which is how it was intended to be used anyway, I believe. So anyway, we got the Arm & Hammer washing soda here. I'm going to stir that in. This chest mount camera is kind of new to me, so I hope I'm not making you all dizzy or cutting out the frame too much or pointing at something I'm not doing. Just bear with me while I learn, okay? Now this starts to make it thicker again now. This gives it the thickness. Just checking to see if it's all dissolved or not. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I think we got most of it dissolved there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch you back over to the tripod, and then I'll show you how to finish this up. Hang on, here we go. Okay, here we are. Got just a plain old 5-gallon bucket. I think I picked this one up at Walmart. Got an easy on lid on it. I've used it for soap before. And all we're going to do is stir up our soap one more time. Now this does like to separate a little bit, and sometimes the solids will float to the top, so you got to keep it stirred. But here it comes. We'll pour that in there. Just be careful not to splash and burn yourself. If you get it on the floor, make sure you wipe it up right away because it is slippery. Okay. Got some there. Now I'm just gonna keep putting in more water until I get it filled up. Now I'm using warm tap water again here. I'm going to put in a couple of pans full, and then I'm going to stop and stir this. You probably don't have to, but I just like to make sure I'm doing it thoroughly. Now you could use the spoon again. Just go in there and keep whipping on it. But remember what I said about doing things the easy way? Well, I picked this up at the local farm store. It's a paint mixer for a 5-gallon bucket. And it cost me like $3. And it goes in the end of your drill, if you got it set right. There we go, just like that. And that little propeller on the end just mixes the dickens out of it. Now I'm going to stop right there with the filling and get this stirred up a little better for a while. I want to show you kind of some of the stirring action this thing does. It really gets with the program. Now you want to be careful to not lift that up too far. You'll have soap all over your house. But anyway, there we are. I'm going to put the last little bit of that in there. And stir it a little more. Okay, now I guess we may as well go ahead and start filling jugs. This is kind of messy the way I do it. But, you know, you can use a funnel and a big spoon or whatever you want to do. Get some stuff out of the way here so I don't get soap all over everything. But I use milk jugs to store it in, half-gallon milk jugs, because they fit on my shelf nicely. I can kind of see through them and see how much is left. Like that, and they work just fine. I had one get a little bit of a leak one time, but you can tell that right away. So I just poured it over into another jug. Basically, I'm just gonna, I don't know if you ever filled a canteen out of a creek before when you were a kid or not, but this is what I'm doing. Just put it in there. As long as air bubbles are coming out, liquid's going in. There we go, 1 jug of premium liquid laundry detergent. We keep 4 jugs filled in our laundry room shelf, on our laundry room shelf. That's how it works. Now, when you get ready to use this, like I said, it does kind of tend to separate. If you look in here, and you see there's looks like a lot of foam part way down. Just, hey, I'm getting ready to wash my clothes. Shake that rascal up, and you're good to go. You do have to wash the jug off before you put it away. This is when you're first making it, first filling it. There we go, jug number 2. Now these 4 jugs are going to hold about 2 gallons. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm washing the jugs off here after I get them capped, so I don't have soap all over everything. There. It's going to make about 2 gallons, so it's going to bring us down to about here. So there's actually a little bit more than 2 batches in that bucket. And the next bucket, you've already got your washing soda and your borax. So the only thing you're going to have to buy is that bar of soap. And I buy several of them at a time and put them on the shelf. I mean, what better way to get prepped for what might happen than to have some soap on hand? It's a whole lot easier than having 20 or 30 jugs of Tide or whatever stacked around, and you don't have to pay all the big bucks for them. So anyway, hope this has been some help to you. If you like what you see, hit like and hit subscribe. It'll help the algorithm find me. It'll help my YouTube channel grow faster. And share it with your friends. Everybody's got I would think anybody would be happy to find a way to save this much money and have really good, clean clothes. Well, that's it for now. God bless. See you later. Bye.